All right, let's get to the first news, of course, coming in from the BJP and the RSS. Again, a little bit of a confusion, or shall I say, a bomb being dropped. RSS ideologue MG Vaidya has hinted that Narendra Modi could be the man who was the insider who let out the expose on Nitin Gadkari. Vaidya has said this in his blog that the demands for Gadkari's resignation by Ram Jethmalani were orchestrated by Narendra Modi. All right, we spoke to MG Vaidya just a short while ago. While refusing to let out a lot of information or whether or not he had proof, what he made amply clear is that Ram Jethmalani asking for the resignation of Gadkari was one thing, Ram Jethmalani pitching for Modi was another. Why were the two interlinked? And that is the reason for his suspicion. Let's listen in to the bomb being dropped.
He had started that Purti and company.
Yes.
It's all right. I don't know the inside of the that institution or that business. I am not in the know of it.
And why would you say that Mr. Modi might be involved in these revelations?
No, because not in this revolution. I only said that the needle of suspicion will turn to Gujarat because Jethmalani, when he demanded the resignation of Gadkari,
yes,
immediately asked Narendra Modi to be the future Prime Minister. Therefore, it is a suspicion.
Sir, you know, we've put this question to Mr. Ram Jethmalani. Is he working at the behest of Narendra Modi? Mr. Jethmalani has been very, very adamant in saying, I haven't even spoken to him on a telephone over the last few months. Would you believe that, sir?
My only by suspicion in my mind, and many people's mind. Otherwise, there would have been no connection between asking for Gadkari's resignation and proposing Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister.
But Vaidya, you also know that when you write and when a person...
times I have said that the discussion about who shall be the Prime Minister is premature at this time.
But Vaidya, you also know when a person of your stature writes something like this, the RSS is bound to read, bound to listen to you. Would you say that this is just speculation, or you know of something that is happening on the inside? You don't want to tell us right now.
No, I don't know it.
And what would you say is the chances of Mr. Modi here? Is this whole Nitin Gadkari business actually damaging the chances of Mr. Modi? Where do you stand?
Premature. Let us wait for the results of the 2013 Assembly election.
Then are you saying the RSS might back him if he comes with a handsome majority back?
I don't represent the RSS. You ask the RSS spokesperson.
I am asking you, sir, is because your views would be taken very, very seriously by the RSS, sir.
No, I am not speaking for the RSS.
And last question, sir.
My individual assessment.
What I would then like to know from you is, you are not part of the RSS. You are viewing something you're viewing something. But given the workings of the RSS, would you believe that there are many more people in the RSS who are also suspicious with this whole business of Mr. Jethmalani propping up the name of Mr. Modi?
That I don't know. I said that it is premature on the part of Jethmalani, and it was also irrelevant, and it was hasty to ask for the resignation of Gadkari. The government has instituted inquiries against him, income tax inquiry, the company affairs inquiry. Let the results of the investigation come, and then only we can take any decision.
Okay, and why, sir, has no action been taken against Mr. Jethmalani? Is the RSS not very angry with Mr. Jethmalani? Not once, not twice. Even with ideological issues, Mr. Jethmalani has gone ahead and made that statement on Ram. Why is the RSS not taking any action against him? Why is the RSS not sending out a signal to the BJP?
No, RSS will not do it. The BJP is an autonomous body. They have to manage their own affairs. How does RSS come into the picture?
The BJP is an autonomous body. Why should the RSS send out a signal? Well, we know better, obviously. Atish Srivastava now joins us. Atish, just take us through exactly if the RSS is RSS has nothing to do with the BJP and the BJP is an autonomous body. The BJP then shouldn't be worrying about this bombshell that has been dropped in a personal blog, but that would be upsetting a lot of people in the BJP today.
Well, no matter how much RSS says that it's an internal matter of BJP and they don't have to do much, but we know for sure that Nitin Gadkari was handpicked by RSS.
Atish, could you just hang in there for a second? Getting a live reaction of Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi now over that blog post. Let's listen in.
पीएमओ और मंत्री जी हड़बड़ी में चौतरफा गड़बड़ी कर गए हैं। अब उस गड़बड़ी करने के बाद उसकी लीपापोती भी लग गए हैं। जिस तरह से ये सरकार और सरकार की नीति और नीयत संवैधानिक संस्थाओं को, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज को कमजोर करने की, लाचार करने की रही है, उसके लिए कोई प्रमाण पत्र की जरूरत नहीं है। आज पूरा देश जानता है कि किस तरह से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटीज पर, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज पर ये सरकार और विशेष तौर से कांग्रेस पार्टी हमले करती रही, उनको कमजोर करने की कोशिश करती रही। अब सरकार जब जा रही है, उसके जाते जाते वो इस तरह की अगर कोई निर्णय सोच भी रही है तो मुझे लगता है कि उसको उसकी सोच पूरी नहीं हो पाएगी।
All right, of course, we'll get you that specific reaction also. That's a live input coming in, and that question obviously is going to be put to Mr. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi as to that blog post, which will be a huge embarrassment really for the BJP. Atish is still with us. Atish, if I can get across to you, just take us through exactly what can we expect today, the ramifications. The RSS would obviously say that this is a personal blog, we have nothing to do with it. Again, there would be a little bit of firefighting. So firefighting with the BJP and the RSS continuing basically.
Well, Akash, one thing is sure that RSS will definitely say that this is a personal view of MG Vaidya. But point is that MG Vaidya has been a strong RSS man and has been an ideologue for RSS, and he has been read and monitored by many within the Parivar and outside the Parivar. So obviously this, what he's written will have an impact, at least on Narendra Modi's campaign. He is thinking that after Gujarat, the next target is Delhi. He knows that his acceptability is something which is doubtful. We know for sure that JDU is not with him. Even Shiv Sena has their reservations regarding Narendra Modi. Then what happens? His own party and his own RSS needs to be intact, but even that seems to be divided as far as Narendra Modi's larger role is concerned.
Atish, we've taken this line, we've investigated this, we've put this question about some sort of an internal mechanism that was in work, whether it was Mr. Jethmalani working at the behest of Modi, and now this blog post also coming out. Will we ever get to know the truth? Or will it always remain in the realm of speculation? Mr. Vaidya also telling me just a short while ago that because Mr. Jethmalani asked for Narendra Modi as well as asking for the resignation of Gadkari, that is why he is suspicious. Is it always going to be remaining in the realm of suspicion, or will we ever get to know the truth?
Well, I doubt if we'll ever get to know the truth, but RSS is worried and they know for sure that this was an act of an insider. That is the very reason that Nitin Gadkari has even got a breather, because they believe all these leakages to media houses were done by a party insider. It is, and because the timing of this entire leakage is under question. One hand, there is an election going on in Gujarat, which is very important for Narendra Modi. On the other hand, organizational election will also start simultaneously. So this is something which is very, very important. The timing. Probably it was done to tarnish the image of Nitin Gadkari. That is what RSS strongly feels, and that is the very reason they are strongly backing Nitin Gadkari as of now.
And also, Atish, very significant last question to you. How does this damage the chances of Mr. Modi? Because now it's not just whispers. It has been written in a blog, officially in a blog. Yes, it's a personal blog, but nonetheless, the names are being named now from a senior leader to a specific leader. How is it going to actually hamper the chances of Mr. Modi? Because even Mr. Vaidya is saying that wait for the election results. So somewhere down the line, the understanding is that no call will be taken on Modi till the results are out. And if the results are out, then what, Atish?
If the results are very good, if there are a more number of seats than last time, then we can expect Narendra Modi to take a larger role in Delhi's politics. He may come to Delhi as probably a national campaign manager's head, or in some post, either in parliamentary board or some way he can come to Delhi. But if he gets less number of seats, then there will be a huge problem for Nitin Gadkari.